Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party. I didn't bring Rhett in here. I'm like sort of kind of working a little bit. I'm not really working, but I'm on call to work, so I'm kind of monitoring what's going on. We're having a special session day in Georgia today. It's Saturday the 20th. They're trying to get some laws through, and I am on call until the session date is over. So it's pretty cool because um, it's a good job, and there's nothing I'd rather be doing right now than making this video. So you know that's cool. So on, I need to upgrade. I would like to upgrade to Angular 22. So the first thing I do now is I just go into ChatGPT and I just tell it what my intentions are. So I have a pretty simple Angular 21 project. Let's just double check that this is in fact a 21 project. Yeah. So it's a simple Angular 21 project. I don't even have material or anything, right? So it should be a very easy upgrade. I was not expecting any issues at all, but there is actually an issue, and that's that Angular 22, Angular 22 needs to run on NP on Node 22. It's kind of cool if those are in sync. So, but Angular 21 was able to run on Node 20. This happens all the time. This is actually not that big of a deal locally, like for like a local development, but or like a personal development. But man, can this just be a nightmare in the enterprise? A lot of times, there's a lot of validation that has to go into a Node version of Node being available. Now, NVM used to be sort of like a cool thing, but it is absolutely necessary anymore. And NVM stands for Node Version Manager, and that will let you have multiple nodes. Now, the thing I was afraid of is that Angular 21 would not run on Node 22, but um, Angular 21 does in fact work on Node 22, so that's good. Because it was just going to be a pain in the butt to go back and forth between Node 20 and Node 22 um, between my different projects because it's going to be a little while before everything is up to Node 22. And I do have some other projects that I don't ever intend to move back up. So um, anyway, so first thing I need to do is install a new version of Node um, with my NVM. So I'm going to say nvm install. They actually told me to do it. Yeah, 22. 22. And then I guess the next thing I'll do is just make sure this application still works on Node. Oh, well, I don't think, once you've installed it, I don't think it sets it as the one to use. Um, it's like sort of almost always misses my radar because it only happens about every 3 or 4 versions of Angular. Um, so now I'm going to do nvm ls. All right, so we are not using it. So now we want to nvm use 22. Whoa. So I've never had that happen before, but I actually got like a pop-up saying, hey, this thing's trying to use. Okay, so now I'm going to do it nvmls. I'm curious that if that just happens once, nvm use 20. Oh yeah. I don't know what that looks like on your side. I don't know what just happened. Like I know it popped up like a an admin type of thing. I didn't have to put in a password, but all right, so now we're back to 20. So npm start. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I need to know though that I need to go into my cd, say hello, goodbye, npm start. So looks like it's getting pretty spicy in the Senate chamber. It's kind of a shame. All right, so it is building. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it seems like it's fine. Let's see. Just give it a twirl, give it a whirl. Hello. Okay, so that's good. All right, so that makes me happy. Hopefully I don't have too many issues. All right, so now we have our latest version. I want to stash my one change. I only have changes in this README file. I don't really want to commit those, so I'm going to say git and stash. This is one way to do it. Another, and probably a better way to do it, is come over here and I think there's like a stash unchanged changes. What's nice about this is you can give it a name. So just the README. Enter. All right, so now we have a nice, clean, well, maybe not. I don't understand why we weren't able to stash this. Hmm. All right, let me go over here. I don't know. I'm just gonna say git stash. I don't know what just happened there. Maybe I think I might have hit cancel. Maybe that's it. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We're one ahead. All right. So now at this point, I usually will create a branch for this specific task. So git checkout dash B. So dash B is telling it to make a branch. And then Angular 22 upgrade. And this should put me on that branch. Okay, and then upgrade, and then um, now we're gonna go to, okay, so we would typically do this. Okay, then upgrade to Angular. Yeah, so that was actually that's what it told us to do. Install that, make sure it still builds, and then upgrade to Angular. Okay, so the reason I do this is because it typically requires more than one commit, and I just would rather let it do all its stuff and then merge it in to the main branch or into my branch that I was just working on, which I kind of wish I'd have noted that now. I don't even know what branch I was just on. I think it was this. Okay, yeah. Fortunately, okay, so yeah, it says I made change. This is what 0 commits behind, 1 commit ahead from 6 days ago. So that is definitely the one that I want. Um, let's see. It's kind of wild because my screen down there is not showing, not reflecting what is happening. Oh, it is, yeah. The screen down here is definitely not, it's kind of right. The mouse is right. This is not the page I'm looking at. Let's see. Don't save. Yeah, the screen is so weird. This is not, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to kill this and bring it back up again. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's wild. What happens if I get rid of this? So the screen is definitely not updating. Okay, once I clicked on it, it did. So I'll tab back into that one. Okay, that looks good. Let's run this again. There we go. Yeah, I was making changes up top, but the changes were not reflecting in the video. It was sort of stuck. I wonder how often that happens. It'd be hard to tell, like a lot of times. Um, but anyway, so we are on Angular. This is the right one, right? This is say hello. And now we want to go into our UI. I think I say hello UI. dir. All right. Now we want to do like our upgrade. So I typically like to have these things in my package. And one thing that's nice about it is it's kind of easy to see where you started. So I've never done an upgrade on this. So I will have to do this and commit it because it won't let me. Don't think it'll let me run the upgrade without everything being committed. NG22 UG. And then what we want to run is so this just does that. So this is actually significantly. So if it's this simple, then it's very, very simple. If I had material, it's a little trickier. And it's very confusing because it's called like core or something like that. Or toolbox or what is it? The material SDK maybe. But anyways, like it sounds like it's something that would be part of that. Okay, so I'm gonna I don't think I can do this. I'm gonna try it though. CD um, say hello. Oh, I'm already there. npm run ng 22-ug. And then I think it'll be pretty straightforward. I have a good feeling about this one. Yeah, see, I had to do a commit. -m, and then this is upgrades the upgrade script. Did I not get add? I do that all the time. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, come on. Installing a temporary version to perform the. It's kind of funny. You would have thought after that it's going to then update, then install the current. That is so weird. It seems like I should have. It should have gone the other way around. I'm curious, since there's nothing better to do. Why install the core before the CLI? Usually upgrade the core first because the actual okay, but installs temp 22 for the core. CLI will temporarily install a new CLI first version for a staging version before upgrading. Why it does it? Why it does that? Because the upgrade process is actually run by the CLI of itself. Okay, yeah. Run the migration for the newer tool, and then actually this for core. It's more like the CLI itself then runs migration, then aligns. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so something went bad, it sounds like, I guess. Okay, so we're getting an error. And this is why I'm glad I'm in a totally different branch, because I can always just go back to my other branch at this point. And I don't think it didn't make any changes, so oh, okay, so it's upset. Oh, that's so funny that this is making my life miserable. And this was a thing so that I would, so that life would be easier. Um, Fetching package. Install 22.3. Okay, so I'm saying this. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing this error. Okay. Option. Okay, so let's see what we get here from this command. So apparently we need to update that version. Okay, so there's a ton of them. Which one do I have? I wonder. Should be down here. Is that this one? No. Yeah. Which one was this? This was CLIGH pages. Yeah, that. So I have 3.02. And it's saying that requires. I don't know. I mean, it's not. I got a pretty new one. I might actually uninstall this CLI pages thing if it. All right. Okay, so now we want to update. Ignore the peer dependency. Strictly safe if it's just tooling. It actually works with Angular Alpha does. You can just bypass the guard. Remove it temporarily, clean, and then yeah, I feel like maybe that's what I need to do is npm uninstall glh pages. I mean, I know I have some scripts up here that use it. I think. Yeah, so we can always reinstall it. I think that's actually the easiest thing to do. And then we'll just reinstall it afterwards. And I've actually had to do that before with other things. For some strange reason, it doesn't want to upgrade them, but it's happy to reinstall them afterwards. Okay, so let's do this. So we're gonna likely have to, like, this should not break any of the existing code. It's just the library that supports those scripts. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna uninstall it and reinstall it. And I'll probably just reinstall it when I need it. That'll be an interesting little time bomb for myself in the future where I'll be like, I'll just be like, okay. Now it's gone now. So you notice it used to be sitting here. We can look in this and we can see what the differences are. So it changed my package lock in this JSON. All right. So commit, git commit -m, and then it's like removes what is this thing called? It was called GH pages. GH removes GH pages. GH pages due to peer dependency. See error. I'll probably just install it at the end of this if time permits. Well, it looks like they are done debating. Now let's try this again. All right. See, it's kind of cool that we have the original install command for that GH pages right here. See, I think this is the very original install. So, like, I can just run that again at the end and it'll reinstall things. I think they're debating some sort of election issue right now. I can see the text. Okay, it's still working. Senate Bill 3. All right. So it seems like it's going well this time. Now, I could have sworn this used Angular material. Why did I think this used Angular material? I guess it must be the other one that uses the flashcard builder. I know that one definitely uses No, install material. Yeah, there it is. Oh wow. So we jumped up a whole version of TypeScript. Ooh, that's scurry. I think there's some really good stuff in TypeScript 6, though. I'm not sure, though. I wonder what's new in TypeScript still. Let's, what is new in TS6? It is primary bridge release designed to clean up the ecosystem and prepare code bases for the upcoming ultra-fast Go native compiler rewrite in TypeScript 7 alongside a massive deprecation configurations introduced in ECMAScript 2025, smarter type and modernized defaults. So, I don't know. Show more key features. Temporal standard. Temporal standard. Yeah, I've never heard of this. Temporal standard. Target and live adds full inference. Subpath imports. New collection types. For standard library additions like the prototype get or insert upsert method. Migration flag. Targeting module targets like, okay, I don't think I do any of that. I hope not. Base URL. Yeah, it's probably going to really screw up my TS file. What new things will from TS6 question mark. I'm very curious about that temporal thing. Then a big rewrite release, evolutionary release. In complex fewer cases, force types as. Oh, I think that looks good. Okay, I don't care about this. This, though, is going to be a big pain for me. I do not want my use migrate. I'm very confused. See, I see this little arrow here, right? But, oh, okay, I see. Okay, so that one apparently by default is on. This off. This one by default is on. And then enter to submit. Oh, do I have to do? Oh, I see that. Okay, so do I did, okay. Oh, so interesting. So it changed my detection strategy for all components. Oof. That makes me very happy that I have end-to-end tests on the other one because it wouldn't surprise. Migrate duplicate outputs. Add strict templates false in TS/JSON when not set. Okay, so supposedly that is done. Then yes, upgrade it. Okay, yes. Okay, so I also need to upgrade material apparently. Okay, so I need to probably commit this. Let me see what it says for material though. Oh yeah, see CDK. See, that is always very confusing to me, and I don't think it'll let me do this thing. So I think I'll have to do a commit before I can do this. Well, I'll just do this ng22 mug. Okay, let me see. I don't know if I have to. I think I have to commit what I have, but let's try it. Upgrade. I think it's going to be like you have to commit this. Yeah. Upgrades ng to 22. That's what this one does. Git add dot. And then let's see. Okay, so now let's do this again. Whew. So I could have just had done it all on one line if I'd have realized it. So tomorrow when I do the other one, I will likely think. I don't think I did anything at all. Like, okay, still upgrading. They're voting. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 33 yes, 19 no. Oh, okay. So they were just voted on whether it could be reconsidered. Also reconsidering it again. I think they're going to take another break. You just never know with these upgrades. Like for a while, they were really hard. Like doing an upgrade was just just a nightmare. And then it got where they were almost trivial. Like they would just work and all that, and you just do an upgrade, even in a very complex application. And then there's a few that I think are kind of known for being impossible. I believe the 14 to 15 upgrade is considered to be like a really darn near impossible. Okay, so it looks like we are good again. It's kind of funny how this is just a change to the package, but it's actually a big change to the node modules. All right, so now what you typically do at this point is do another commit. Just kind of look at what is different. No, why? Well, I guess you have to scroll down. Yeah, so all it did was change those two, which I don't know if it does an npm install at that point. I'm pretty sure it does, but so it said it was going through and it was changing things to eager and stuff like that, but I think then it also said it didn't actually make any changes. So I don't know. Okay, now npm start. Fingers crossed. First, there's three things you really need to do at this point that you need to happen is A, it needs to build. Definitely not something you can count on happening. There's a significant chance it won't build. Second, if it does build, then go to the page and right click on it and validate that it is in fact Angular 22 under the scenes. You could do that with Inspector. We'll do that once it builds. And that is another one where like I've been thinking, oh, it worked, and then I um, looked in the inspector and it was still the old one. And then number three, um, test that it works at all. Okay, so that's good. Right now, that's a milestone one is done. Let's see. I think it's right over here. So that says 22. So that's a good sign. That's exactly what you want. Now, last thing is try it out. Let's see. Try it out. Try it out. Perfect. All right, so that's good. Now, this sometimes this takes a long time, sometimes it doesn't. I just don't know exactly why. Sometimes it's just a nightmare and sometimes it is not. But you really want to delete this. Just delete your whole node modules. I know a lot of jobs I've had when you try to delete the node modules, it could take hours, hours and hours and hours to delete the node modules. There is like a riffraff or something like that that will do it for you, and then that happens really, really fast. Um, but I think the deletes when you do a big manual delete like that, a lot of the systems will will be very, very careful. Like they want to analyze that you aren't destroying like actual code npm install. So I think they're voting on SB1EX to patch, which I believe I don't remember what that one. I think that's the voting one. You can actually go to our website and see it. Let's see. Did I do an npm install? Because I don't. Well, maybe it's. Did I? I think I deleted the wrong node modules. I deleted say hello's node modules. Not. I think. I'm not sure. Recycling bin. So it was like it surprised me that it was deleted that quickly. Passage 33 yay, 12 nay. Or I think it was 12 nay. So I think they have no SBs. It's the HBs that there was a whole bunch of them. They were like the House bills. All right, so they're all gone, it looks like. So let's do an npm install again. You really want to delete it. Okay, so node modules is back. This is always such a time-consuming task, and it's like always very difficult to keep like continuity because just these things take so long to do in between them. And I'll tell you, it just doesn't get any easier than this one. This is one of the easiest upgrades I've ever seen. And it's like kind of like probably the biggest reason for this upgrade to happen, right? Like there's an upgrade that happens every 6 months, right? And it's like you never know what the reason is going to be, but there's going to be a reason. Like they don't just do it for fun. Um, but this time I would imagine the biggest reason is because they want to support TypeScript 6. I would imagine that was the largest driving force is to get this guy up here. And I want to show you something. Like if we go in here, I don't know if it's still in there. It used to be this one. Yeah, see, Cypress has a TypeScript dependency of 5.5. That's why I don't like having Cypress and Angular installed on the same um, in the same project because that is probably going to be a nightmare for me in my Three.js project. Um, I'm probably going to have to. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so it's not an issue. It is not an issue in this project, but I have another project with Cypress. Looks like that one uses TS 5.5. Is that going to be a problem for me? Okay, so now let's see if this works. Hi. All right, that's cool. All right, so it looks like we are good. I think we probably do have another commit to make. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to go back over to my other branch and merge this one. It kind of helps to get, so to do like a git branch. And what that'll do is it'll give you a list of branches, but it'll also give this one. And then I just like to copy this. And then go here and then go to this one. And then git merge dash no dash fast forward. I think this is what I want because I do want it. I don't know that it changes the way it's viewed in some views, and it's just kind of a habit I've gotten into. I guess I'm not that into it. Ooh, so we can see the changes. See, this is kind of neat because so you can see that app TS changed, package.j. So we expected those. App TS has some sort of change in it, and then all of these panels have some sort of change in it. So that's probably the eager thing. And I think I could do this merge branch. Can I do that? Sucks. Oh, oh, that's kind of cool. So upgrades ng. Oh, darn it. I wanted to reinstall that darn GH pages. Okay, so let's see. For our upgrade for ng22, it changed this app config. It added this whole new node, nullish coalescing, not nullable, suppress and suppress. Option change, not nullable. I don't think I probably want that. If I can get rid of that, that's probably going to be a good thing. And there's just never another time to look at this. Okay, so okay. All right. Okay, so I've seen this. I see this change. Change in my TS config. And these are the ones that get you in trouble, right? Like this is like if you do an upgrade, they make changes in here probably because to accommodate some of your existing code so it continues to work. And then like 2 years down the line, it says that you're the one who said that you told it to suppress these things. And how strict the compiler is when it analyzes optional changing. So I kind of want to get rid of that. Not runtime related, not performance related. If you only well, one um, a code base that would transpile with a fresh in a fresh original 22 code base. See, this is the thing that just will make me and you're talking about keeping your project aligned with the Angular 22 faults and avoiding legacy compatibility. Yes, this is that's a good go, but it changes how you should think about configs like that flag first. The TS flag is not part of Angular core correctness. And says you want code looks. Yeah. I just don't want to code that works, but then a brand new person would be confused because the code they are writing in their version, in their application would not work. Less about will it cabal, more about will this surprise another Angler 22. Okay. Template. Do not rely on internal TS diagnostic flags to be consistent across all projects. So seeing that setting will not confuse you. Okay. So they're saying that not to worry about it. That's so hard. Okay, so would a brand new um installation Angular 22 app have these suppressions? Usually no. Okay. Okay, so I think I want to get rid of those, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. Okay, so this is the other thing that this was the big thing, I think. And it'll be interesting to see if that changes. Actually, eager, I guess, is what it used to be, and now we're getting rid of that. All right. So that was probably another thing that it fixed for me to make sure that my stuff works, but I probably don't want it. How about this one? This just changed. Oh no, same thing. Eager, eager, eager. Okay, so I see a lot. I see that my change detection is set in um, to eager now. That one is actually I hate that one is actually more that is condescending, I think. I don't understand. I wonder, like, does it take that feedback? I don't know. I would like to believe that, like, if I say, hey, this is really condescending, that is somewhere in one world or another, it like, just tell me though. Like, okay, so I feel so this is very condescending. This is very condescending. Very condescending. Dang. But worse, which sucks. Sucks, but even worse, worse. You rambled on so much. Idea. Idea what you were even, what did she say? Um, okay, so Okay. Okay, so if I want to, okay, it to be 22 to like a new 22 project, I should remove these and and get it working without eager. Okay. What? Jesus. Okay. This this conversation is so confusing. So confusing. Okay. I almost feel like I need to create brand new Angular 22 project and import this code into it. Okay, what I don't want 21 application in Angular 22 clothing. I, you can't. You just can't. I honestly cannot make heads or tails of what it's trying to tell me. To communicate. It's not that. It's like there's like it's like they're trying to hide something. Okay, we're not talking about flags. We're talking about the TS flags. And normal 22 does not expose or rely on eager change detection, setting that in an application or code architecture. So if you're seeing it somewhere else, like, okay, so like if I build a new component, will it have eager? Eager? It is so freaking hard to get a straight answer sometimes. Okay. Uh, some eager components and some not eager components. It's not a component level. So Why is it set in the component? So weird. So weird. So freaking weird. It's not Angular change. Oh my god. Okay. My components have a new line. This. My components have this new line. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad it clears it up for you. Um, you're not seeing a non. Okay, the upgrade added that one. It says if the Angular upgrade added this line, then one of these is true. One, it is not a real Angular public API, most likely. What happens if you make an artifact? Most likely. Angular migration. Sometimes translate. Okay. So, anyways, I feel like those all need to be removed. Ideally. Not, I mean, it's not the end of the world. If I was working at a place, I would not opt for that. But in this specific condition, considering kind of like one of the main goals of all of this is to learn. Like this is a really good learning opportunity. I think this must be outdated information, um, which is like a big problem because okay, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so this is what my new. This is what my component config decorator looks like after the CLI upgrade. Yeah, so now we have a. Wow. So they're saying that this screwed up. Okay, so let's do this. Oh yeah, and see, it's even complaining. It's kind of crazy that it actually builds though. Even though like it, well, actually, I guess that's not true. Um, so let's go to definition. Yeah, there's eager right there. Okay, this is what it has. This is the definition. So I'm ahead of the of of ChatGPT apparently. So that is so crazy. It literally said, "Yeah, no, what you're seeing, it's a bug in the CLI." I can't believe that. That blows me away. Your confusion. True, there are only two meaningful strategies. Wow, so default is and one are the same. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like this is part of a, so it kind of seems like this is part of a plan, but so it kind of seems like towards on push. This is one of those very awkward middling areas. Okay, so it looks like this is a battle to be fought, but this is not the moment to fight it. And this is like the battlefield I want to fight it on. Just this is the right place, but not the right time. Um, Looks like they are trying to migrate from a default of on push or to yeah no to default, and now they're calling it eager, and then at some point they want to go to on push, but who knows if it works everywhere or anything like that. So I'm guessing a brand new um okay uh, okay a new component will likely have eager eager set. Okay, so this is a battle that is coming. So it's on the horizon. At some point, we're gonna, if I want to have a modern Angular application, everything will have to be on push. But I would imagine they would have forced everybody to go on push if it all worked. But there's probably some edge cases that don't work, and they're probably not all known or and probably not all publicly um, advertised. So I guess this is where we want to be. There was one last thing I wanted to do, and that was to add the GH pages back in and see if it gives us the okay, so CD it is running, right? CD. So that is the thing is like you can just sense that like whenever ChatGPT doesn't know something, it just starts giving these really confusing answers, really vague and confusing answers. And like sort of my first instinct whenever I start getting vague and confusing answers is to get like angry and hostile, which is not good. So this is actually like what I just went through there, that frustration and all that. It's very good for me because it's something I need to work on, um, and all that. But it's like just they don't. It just doesn't know. Okay, so CDS and then npm. I just can't believe ChatGPT like actually implied that the CLI had a bug in it and that it put that due to some internal thing or something. And until I actually went to the definition and gave it the definition and pointed in there, it was just like, oh crap. Now, what I'm curious is that was that just for that one instance of a conversation, or was it like is that now part of their overall understanding of the world? Um, and I will also say that to me, that's a strong indication that not many people have done this upgrade. Um, but I don't know that for sure. That's just like a kind of a gut feeling. So npm run gh-cli. Now we got a good bit of flavors of issues that often come up when you're. Um, oh, it looks like they're done. So it looks like we're done. I think we might be done. I don't know. All right, so cannot tell if I'm done with work or not. Okay, so they're done, and then one of my coworkers is typing back, "I'm almost done." Let's see, did that happen? Um, let's see, what version did it? I remember it was like 3.1 was test. Yeah, 3.1 was the latest one. It'd be interesting to know if I would still have a peer dependency. So, anyways, git commit, and then this one, uh, um, I asked if they are done, and it was like there was some jobs that have to be run, and they're like, "Yeah, no, the jobs are going to run at 1 o'clock in the morning." And I was like, "No, I meant like, are the are the House and Senate done for the day?" Ads. Right. Adds GH pages back in. All right, so that is done up. Git add. Then we add the GH pages back in. Oh gosh. All right. So the last step is git stash pop, and that's to get my README back. I hope. Oh, maybe I probably need to be up higher. Oh, there it is. There we go. And that one is a green one now. Whoop, whoop. So that's the first of at least 3, probably 4 that I need to do. Okay, so we're not done from the day. Okay. Oh. All right, so yeah, I think this bug still exists. I don't know if I should continue because I'm still working, so I might as well try to be productive, at least on a personal basis. Okay. Oh, I guess oh no, I want to leave those to Eager. I guess I need to stay on the beaten path, right, with everybody. npm start. Oh, I guess I should look at so they said the House and the Senate are done. They're currently in recess. But I don't think they're going to come back on. Like they just they had something they wanted to get done that they were waiting on. So I don't know. So right now, I think if I say, like if I do this, hello, and I go, hello, see, it will say that that wasn't a mark. And I think that we should say those should be, and actually I'm very curious, since we're here, I got time to kill. Hello. See, I think the way, oh yeah, see, and that's interesting. So that way it does work. Now let's see if a lot of times it works once and it won't work again. Hi. Oh, interesting. So it for some reason it thought I said hi, H-I-G-H instead of H-I. So that kind of stinks. Hey. And then this time it thought I said H-A-Y with a period instead of like the food that sheep and all them use. Um, so um, hello. So it is working on. Um, it looks like well, maybe not. Hello. Looks like it's not working anymore. Hello. Yeah. So if we go to the voice analyzer, it'll probably work a couple times. Hello. Oh, that's weird. Hello. I suspect it failed this time. Oh, I should turn that off. Let's see. Hello. Hi. That is the wildest thing. And what's really crazy about it is, yeah, it's supposed to give 21 alternatives and it's only giving the one. And it's high, H-I-G-H with it. So this just started working again. And hey, it's not working very well. Oh, my boss is talking. Yeah, I think, well, it's working. At least it's working. It doesn't work as well as it could. It probably, see, they just do better in sentences. That's why, like, it's really good for continuous. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? See, that's so nice for like the flashcards. Yeah, so now my boss, at least I know he's actively involved. But yeah, so I'm still on call, still on call, still on call. So I've worked here for like 2 years, and this is only more than 2 years, and this is only the first time. All right, so we need to take this and we need to, um, when we do the comparison, wherever we're doing the comparison, we need to take whatever this value is and push it to lowercase. I think we're pushing the other values to lowercase. So it's showing that I have like some kind of change in here, or maybe something broken. I don't know. Oh, that's funny. See, there is eager right there. But for some reason, my TypeScript just can't seem to update that. And I don't know, like there used to be like a key you could push that would cause it to update. I don't know, maybe we should like kill the whole editor. I would normally, like this is definitely one of those weird days, so it like makes sense to do as much experimenting as possible. So now, okay, so yeah, when I restarted it, fixed this issue. That makes sense. Makes sense that it would update on, like, why would it be constantly updating the TypeScript typings and all that? All right, so now, oh yeah, so results. Okay, so the results I think isn't particularly bright, right? It just gets a status in um, from the parent. I don't think it knows how to get its own status or. Yeah, see, it doesn't actually even know what the words are, so there's no way the results would do it. It's probably in the service somewhere. Voice service. Doing comparison here. Okay, so execution. I don't think it's going to be in the execution panel. It's not going to be the results panel. I don't know how this happens. That's so funny. Um, okay, start recording. And then the voice service, I'm guessing, it will send a result. Voice recognition transcript signal. So I'm guessing, oh wait, I thought there was one that just only did a single transcript. All right, so we got our voice recognition transcript signal, normalized voice recognition result. I'm guessing this is probably the thing we're using. Let's do a search for that. basically we're saying ready, success, oh, equals word. And I think this needs to be dot to lowercase. Save. That one kind of cracks me up that is it running? Because, oh, it looks like it's not even running at all. Oh, that is funny. So I've been using it and it's not even like, it wasn't even cd npm start. Let's try it. Hello. There we go. So that one is fixed. I don't remember if I don't think I don't think I um, usually um, commit each of these. I think I just committed before because I knew I was going to need to do the upgrade. Make table rows iterate over eight data structure for each entry. Okay, so this I think is like, let's see, components, results. It's probably in the results panel. Results panel. Okay, so here right now we have like a bunch of like just hard coded values, but it would be better if it was like all of these were in some sort of data structure, and then it just iterated over them. And that's like sort of on the way, like we're on the way to trying to do that. So anyways, I guess this is a good time to go. I mean, but yeah, so did I update the README? Yeah, let's make this one up. Well, I guess we haven't actually started it. So next week, that's what we're going to do. Number 11, and then we're going to move those rows into a JSON in the um, in the um, public directory. There's going to be a JSON sitting in here. I think that's what I want to do. Now, it's going to be weird because I'll have to do like an FTP if I don't want to do a build. I won't have to do a build because I believe there's a public directory up there as well. Like when you go, so let's go like to voice recorder, because they keep that icon in this icon up there in the public spec. Actually, you know what? The easiest way is just to look in here in the dist, and then look under browser, and then oh, maybe not. Maybe they don't put it. I thought that they created a public. Huh. Wonder how the okay. So if I put a JSON in the public directory, will it be on the public directory? directory when the dist is deployed. This is a future problem. This is a number 12 problem. I'm on number 11. Okay, I don't think I have an assets directory. Okay, I don't have an assets directory. Okay, so it says look in my Angular JSON. And I should see something like, what does it say? Assets? Ah, okay, this is what I see. Now, the thing about putting things in, well, yeah, it does increase your build size, but not the size of your files. Okay, that means that public is treated as a static root, not nested under assets. Okay. Man, so yeah, it hasn't been the assets. It's saying that it was your behavior, the old idea of everything. Yeah, so it's so weird. It was like if you had a default, it would look like this. I was like, this is a default. Oh my God. I think what they're trying to do is trying to influence our behavior so that we don't just stay on one chat and just keep asking more questions. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay. All right. So anyway, so eventually I'm going to want to move that into the Angular JSON into the public directory and then load it as an Angular JSON. Now I don't know if I don't think well I don't think I'll ever have more than like 50, maybe 100 languages tops. Um, so yeah, I guess 50 to 100 files makes sense. So basically, if I don't have a file for a given combination, ENUS, like if there's no ENUS JSON, then all you'll get is this thing where you get to put in whatever you want to paste in there. But if it does find one, then that's where it'll get these things. And then when I want to add a new one, like I can just FTP it up because it's just looking for a static file, or I can build. It's my choice. But I do need to make sure that I never do it outside of the application and then FTP it up and then never do it then because the next time I do a build, I'll overwrite all of those things. But anyways, guess that is that. I don't know exactly what's going on with work. I guess there's still people around, so I gotta stick around. But I'm done with this video, so Happy coding, everybody. Bye.